Well, hello. Hi, Coley. Thank you so much for being here. Enjoy your lurk. Enjoy your work day. I appreciate you popping in. Yeah, I'm not anticipating a very crazy popular stream today. I just wanted to get a little bit more progress done. But woo, 3 stream streak. That's exciting. Look at you go. Well, let's dive on in. C-Gear communications don't really work anymore because Nintendo turned it off. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're getting Oreo up. And everybody's on a pretty good level because Skyla's, I'm pretty sure Skyla's highest Pokemon is 35. Yeah, so we're doing okay. And Oreo's gonna kind of be the MVP for that, I think. Woo woo! Turned off. What's turned off? Did I say something and then forgot what I said? Hello, Disney. And hello, Terror. Oh, the connections. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, on we continue. Yeah. Good old Wi-Fi connections are dead. Let me know how the audio is and if anything needs to be adjusted. This isn't good. Can I run away? Cool. Now that I learn I can't really run away from Zebstrikas in the wild, I'm a little nervous. Celestial Tower means a perfect tower. Never mind, let's have a Pokemon battle. Ace Trainer Beckett! A little scared of that. Little scared of that. Do we think Stoutland would have Fire Fang? I actually am afraid of this Stoutland now that I think about it. That's what I was afraid of. Oh! That is what I was afraid of. Yay, quick claw. Dang it! I missed. I love Stoutland, but I know Stoutland can be scary. And ace trainers tend to have better than usual, like, AIs and move pools, so... You're really perfect. Thank you. That could have been terrible if I had kept Romaine in. A revive that I'll never be able to use. Let's go down and heal again. Just for the free heals. He's probably one of the best, like, early normal type Pokemon in all the gens. Agree. Sorry I'm still a little stuffy and sniffly, y'all. I've just kind of made peace with the fact that I think I'm going to be sniffly for the rest of my life. I can't believe we've had 6 deaths in less than 6 gyms. Pokemon that grew up in Unova and Pokemon that grew up elsewhere both rest here quietly. Still not a great matchup. At least you haven't wiped multiple times like the Grumflock. Yeah, but I also know, like, Nuzlocke rules. So. Alright, what am I gonna do here? I might put Oreo out. Hoping for the best. Imagine having rules to follow. I know, right? Crazy of me to even suggest it. Disney Lock is the ultimate follow your own rules lock. Yeah. Could just be like a new challenge run style that you patent and make popular. Not patent, but like make popular. Be like, you guys tried a Disney Lock? It's like a Nuzlocke, but you do what you want. Okay. Wouldn't a Disney Lock, if it's a Nuzlocke but you just do what you want, isn't that just like a normal playthrough? Ah, so close. It's locked, but not really. Ooh, Future Sight. Let's get her out of here. Using Future Sight on your last turn is kind of crazy. let's switch items. What do I have? Let's give it the magnet. And we're gonna put Oreo up front. So Kale and Jello are the only ones that still have to And Jello levels up evolution, right? Or do I have to do a trade? Yeah. Well, you know. Trying to be cautious. Did you get an encounter in this area? I failed my Litwick encounter, that's what it was. So, you know, let me turn my blind thing off because it's not blind. Yeah. Yeah, and I failed my... whatever the route is around, like, outside of this. I think I failed that one too. Or no, because that's where I got Oreo. I failed my Chargestone Cave encounter. That's what I did. He would have been nice. You're right. You're right. No, it's fine. Oh, it's autumn. Oh, you came. Thank you. I was right. What I saw was a hurt Pokemon. Don't worry though, it's fine now. I gave it a max revive and then it felt better and flew away. Hehe, don't I have great eyesight? No matter how far away things are, a pilot's eyes can see them. Oh, that's right. Since you've come this far, why don't you ring the bell? Celestial Tower's bell is for soothing the spirits of Pokemon. Also, the character of the person ringing the bell is reflected in its sound. The sound of the bell reverberates through the area. What a pretty sound. V, you are a kind and strong person. It's that kind of sound. Hi, Boo. Say hello. Hello, people. Hi, people. Looking out the window. What's out there? Can you see? There you go. There, now I can see better. Blue does have a job to do. I'd like to introduce myself again. I'm Skyla, the leader of Miss Stralton's Pokemon Gym. Time for me to fly, Skyla says as she jumps off the tower. Miss Stralton's Pokemon Gym. I use flying Pokemon. When you're ready, please come to the gym. I'll give you a big welcome. Alright. Do I have an escape rope? Perhaps I don't. And I don't have fly yet, right? Or do I? Oh, I do. That was weird. I know. Blue always does a good job keeping me safe. She will always alert me to anything she may spot. I need to blow my nose real bad. I'm gonna mute my mic while I do that. Oh, I'm so sorry. So let me recap everything I said. I said number 1, it's crazy to me how when you're sick, how much snot can actually exist in your head. Like, it's just insane amounts. 2, they're shorts. My lime shorts. But thank you. 2, the grumps play for the, entertainment of it and not the, challenge of it. But I would really like to see them play some of the Pokemon spin-offs. Like, I think it would be really cool to have the Grumps play, like, something like Pokemon Ranger. I think that could be really funny with, like, the looping on the touchscreen. Or even something like Pokemon Coliseum or XD would be really nice to see from them, because I think it would be, like, they have a way more of, like, a fresh perspective on Pokemon, because as much as Aaron claims to know Pokemon, he really, like, still has a pretty, like, basic knowledge of Pokemon. So he recognizes a lot of the Pokemon, but doesn't actually understand a lot of the mechanics. So being able to, like, throw a spin-off at them might be more fun to watch. I like how 2 happened twice, acting like the sheriff yesterday. 2 happened twice. I'm sorry, I'm not understanding. Alright, here we go. I'm probably going to keep Oreo out front and then Gumdrop's kind of the backup here. Rock, electric, ice, flying types have more weaknesses than people know about. If you use Pokemon and moves of those types, victory is practically yours. You were listing things numerically and you said 3 things but listed 2 twice. Oh! My bad. Yeah, I'm like the sheriff yesterday in Culebra. Alright, here we go. I like this puzzle on Mistralton Gym better than like the weird wind turbine puzzle from Black and White 2. What do you think about the cannons? Isn't it great you can experience how flying Pokemon feel? Next, experience the feeling of losing a Pokemon battle. Well, if that happens, we're done here, so... Worker Cliff. course you would use that. Bye-bye. Sweet. Keep battling. Oreo might end up at level 40 by the end of this, I don't know. Yeah. But if I were to use detect, it wouldn't work. Or protect, or whatever it is, you know? I'll be stronger if I fight while thinking about Pokemon. Okay, so I can go down here. I think this just gets me out, though. Hi. In order to jump higher, I'm practicing really hard. Jump higher? You got a cannon, you could just blast yourself. Boom. Boom. So anyway, I started blasting myself with a cannon. Do you remember what you were told at the beginning? The cannons go up, down, left, and right. You can enter them from anywhere. How about that? I'm good at imitating him, aren't I? Kaploo! I became a pilot, which has been my dream since I was a child. I am extremely strong. Bring it on. I don't really know what's better, Shockwave or Spark. I haven't seen much of a difference between the two, so I don't really know. I feel like Sigilif is probably going to have better special defense than regular defense, so I'm going to do Spark, because I think that one is physical. Cool. I think if I go this way, it's just going to send me back to where I was, so... There we go. Bow. Target lock acquired. Excuse me. Spark may edge it out. Okay. It's the boy KFC. Yeah, I'm just like cramming the levels onto Oreo here. Discharge, yes. So this is 60 special, 80 special. So we're definitely getting rid of Shockwave for discharge. What? I missed the target. My plans are perfectly honed. I cannot lose. Well, we'll see. Don't certain natures give you more experience points per battle? Like, I feel like Oreo may have a nature because she just sucks up the experience. I feel like it goes a lot farther for her. Not natures? Oh. Ow! My nose is broken. I didn't lose any HP at all. Let me see if I have an ether or something to power back up my sparks. Alright, this is what we're gonna do. We're going in. Gym time, gym time. Hype it up. Hee, I've been waiting for you. Did you enjoy flying with the help of the Mistralton gym cannons? They're my pride and joy. This time, let's try something else. I like how the most famous pilots are a woman who got lost and a guy that hit a bunch of birds. That's funny. True. Ooh, okay, but we got the paralyze. I feel like she might heal. Oh, nope, okay. Alright, we got ×4 effective here. Man, Oreo really is a glass cannon. Fast, hits hard. That was our easiest gym battle. That was our easiest gym battle. You're an amazing Pokemon trainer. My Pokemon and I are happy because for the first time in a while we could fight with our full strength. This is an official league gym badge. I think it'll look good on you. You didn't even land one hit on me, ma'am. I just want to point that out. Badge 6. Boom. We received the jet badge from Skyla. Hot stuff. With that many gym badges, Pokemon up to level 70 will obey you. Also, as thanks for a Pokemon battle that made me very happy, I want you to have this TM. My present to you is acrobatics. If the user doesn't have a held item, it's power doubles. It's a pretty technical move. Be sure to compensate for the lack of a held item. By the way, when I flew over Twist Mountain on the way to Isira City, Team Plasma, is that the name? Anyway, they were heading for the city. What kind of people are they? I think people think she's hot, though, so she's got that going for her, I guess. Thank you, Peabudbot. I did it. Not many people look that good being shot out of a cannon. You make it look easy. Well, I did hit the back wall, so just don't mind my bloodied nose. Oh! They may say it's for understanding one another better, but what trainers really use battles for is to compete. And they hurt each other's Pokemon. Am I the only one who finds this terribly painful? Whatever, I'm gonna talk to your Pokemon. I've been living with Pokemon since I was born, so it's easier for me to talk with them than with people. Because Pokemon never tell lies. Thank you, thank you. Hey Zipstrika, would you tell me what kind of trainer V is? Okay, got it. So V was born in November Town, lives with Mom, and was given the Pokedex to start off a journey to see the world. Still, this Zipstrika trusts you for some reason. That's good. If every person in Pokemon cared about one another like you two do, I could watch over the future of people in Pokemon without having to liberate Pokemon from people who just use them. Getsus is using Team Plasma to search for some special stones, the Light Stone and the Dark Stone. These stones hold the essence of 2 legendary Pokemon. It is said that when they lost their physical form, they fell into a slumber and were transformed. Now they wait for the hero's arrival. I shall resurrect a legendary Dragon-type Pokemon from one of these stones and become its friend. That will show the world that I am the new hero. Everyone will follow what I say. My vision is to change the world without using force. Trying to change the world by force will just make others resist. If people resist, the ones that will be hurt are the innocent Pokemon used by foolish trainers. You understand. Pokemon are not just tools for people to use. As a result, Pokemon and trainers who care about one another, like you and your Pokemon, will be separated. And that does break my heart a little. Try to take my Pokemon from me. You green-headed freak. I know I don't really need to heal, but I'm going to. I'm about to run down and get another drink. I'll be right back. I also get a snack. I picked these up the other day. Bulbasaur goldfish! So that seems fitting. It's so refreshing to see a stream with a dog on it that isn't needlessly shocked while the streamer pretends to know politics. It's so true. Bulbafish! They have like Pokemon Goldfish in the grocery store. And they had like all the original starters. So they're like little green Bulbasaur heads. Okay, I guess we're going into Twist Mountain now. Yeah. But there is a fight with Charon in Twist Mountain. The Pig Knight is still the problem, I think. But now that we have Jello, I think we'll be alright. So neither gold nor fish. I know, it's true. That person killed Pepper. Bee! This is your mom. How you doing? I can see you with my eyes. You're already on Route 7? You've gone quite far. Say how your Pokemon. You can't get that far all by yourself, you know. It's all thanks to your Pokemon. Don't forget to take care of them. Am I being too serious? Well, take care. Senior Trainer Mom signing off. Thanks, Mom. Okay. They're like green heads? Moss heads? I need to get a bunch of these. I know you like those moss heads. Whoopsie! Worried about Zebstricas that I can't run away from. Run. Yay. I know it. I know it. Alright. What is going on here? X-Scissor. That could be nice for... Let's look at our TMs, actually. Shadow Claw would be nice. Romaine learning Shadow Claw is interesting. X-Scissor seems like the smarter thing to give it, though. But I do have both Cut and Slash on Romaine, which may not be necessary. What is Romaine's Learn set? Let me look at that real quick. Google, please. I almost just typed Romaine Learn set. Leave any Learn set. Pokemon White. Okay, so Romaine learns X-Scissor at 39. So let me not waste the TM. Okay. Battle on a raised walkway, that's kind of cool. Yeah, well, I'm kind of cool, so... So Disney, are you still around? I wanted to, ask your viewpoint on something that me and Tara were discussing last night, actually. Just from, like, somebody who's been on Twitch for a number of years. So if you're still around, I'd love to ask of your opinion. Okay, so we were talking about this last night. So I feel like I have noticed over the last few years, and I know let me not get ahead of myself, that my streams have become generally quieter. I'm okay with it. It's not like upsetting to me or anything like that. But like 7, 8, 9 years ago, my streams were like popping all the time, you know? Just people out the wazoo. My growth rate was really, really high. But I was trying to figure out like how much of that is the nature of the internet and Twitch changing, or how much of that is the fact that I'm not as consistent as I used to be in streaming. And another thing that I don't do a lot of is like, I used to like watch Twitch more than anything. I used to watch more Twitch than YouTube, than Netflix or Disney Plus, and that's not true anymore. Twitch is not like my #1 platform. I would say YouTube is now. And so what I used to do years back is I would go watch streams of people I didn't know but were playing a game that I liked. I mean, that's how I found your channel. It's how I found Coley, you know, just as a couple examples. And I would just start watching those people, and then when they'd finish the game I'd love, I'd still stick around and continue to watch streams. And so like kind of naturally our communities would kind of like fuse and get bigger, you know, kind of absorb into one another. And I don't do that anymore. But I'm wondering if it's like, are you seeing a change in Twitch or in your own streams that is similar to that? And like, what's your perspective? I'm not trying to say that like I'm gonna like commit to streaming 4 times a week, because I just don't really want to reprioritize my life currently to do that. But obviously Twitch is still important to me, and my community is still important to me. But it's just been interesting to see the change. Thank you, Tara. Yeah, again, I'm not like upset that my streams are quieter than they used to be. It's just noticeable. And I know I may not be like quite as like hype as I used to be in my younger years, but I'm also getting older, so it's like, you know, in 10 years, like, I feel like it's kind of normal that I would kind of mellow out a little bit. But as soon as Disney puts on Brotato, I'm the only one who exists there. I don't know why people hate that game. I enjoy watching it. I don't know, I don't understand it, but I still enjoy watching it. Take advantage of the heal house right here. Hype and happiness dies out as you get older. I wouldn't say my happiness dies out. But, like, I feel like I used to put on... I wouldn't say it was, like, a facade or, like, a fake persona. But, like, I was just in a mode when I first started streaming all the time. I was in, like, host mode. So, I would naturally increase my own, like, energy, like, vocal speed, tone, all of that. And I feel like I don't do that as much anymore. Again, you know, I think it's just me changing a little bit as a person. But, like, I went back and watched some of my oldest streams, like, when I first started streaming, and I watched some of those old Nancy Drew streams, and, like, I was like, man, I'm so loud, and, like, I don't know why I felt like I needed to do that. But also, I didn't really think it was fake either watching it. I just was, like, generally more energetic. Maybe because it was, like, so new and exciting, you know, to stream. So, I don't know. Keep saying my message failed to send. It might be too long. If you can, like, copy and paste and, like, cut chunks of it, that would probably work. I have to do that sometimes if my message is too long, like cut it in half. Twitch is like, you ain't talking about how we dying. Alright, this is not a great matchup, but I'm gonna go for it. Oh yeah, feel free to DM me. I might read it out loud, though, if that's cool. I will switch just because I'm nervous. We'll just do something kind of neutral. Mobile is poop. True. Coley, have you noticed anything like that? I feel like Coley is probably, of everybody who's present here in stream right now, I'd say Coley, you're probably the most consistent streamer. I mean, obviously, Terror has his Friday Night Fall Guys, and that's very consistent. It's very rare that you miss that. And it's usually because, like, something else is going on in your life that you know, are committing to that night. But, like, in regards to, like, multiple streams a week, I feel like Coley is definitely the most consistent of us, so maybe it doesn't apply to Coley the same way. It was gonna be on Twitch anyway, so I'll like, okay, let me see. Let me read this. I mean, I definitely think 2020 gave some people a false sense of how popular their streams can be on Twitch. Very true. Everybody was stuck at home. And so people were watching Twitch and YouTube and anything else that they could to entertain themselves. More people at home, more people watch Twitch. And I think not being as consistent has a slight bit to do with it. But I don't know. I think as long as you let your followers know when you stream, it shouldn't be a huge deal. I think Twitch also has a huge lack of ability to discover people anymore since Twitch is so oversaturated with streamers. And I think interests change over time as well for viewers and streamers. That's a good point too. Like people who, like I used to stream only Nancy Drew when I started. So now that's not true anymore, and I rarely revisit Nancy Drew, not because I don't love Nancy Drew, I do, but because it's like, there are a lot of other games that I want to play as well. So it's like maybe, you know, the base of my community was like, you know, they're not as interested in other things. So, I don't know. It was just some musings I had. Oh, the question. I know you're like getting ready to go to work and stuff, Coley, but like I was just talking about how I've noticed that over the last few years my streams have gotten a lot quieter, which is fine. I'm not upset about it. And I know part of it probably has to do with me being more inconsistent than I was when I first started, and I don't like go watch other people's streams at the same frequency that I used to. Like I used to watch only Twitch and that was it. Like I never really touched YouTube or Netflix or anything, and that's just not true anymore. Twitch is much lower on the list, and so like my community isn't naturally growing in that way anymore. But I was just wondering if you had noticed any changes in like your viewer or chatter patterns or capacity in the years that you've been streaming. I got a decent following with Pokemon TCG, but now I literally can't stand that game anymore. Some people just also flat out refuse to watch things they don't love. True. I chatted a little bit more than I wanted to in the middle of that. Sorry about that. Not trying to make this a just chatting stream. I'm just eating my Bulbasaur goldfish. I lost, but I won't stop. Okay, let me save. Yeah, I guess that's true. Oh! I didn't realize that was happening right now. Crap. I didn't heal. Crap! I thought it was happening inside Twist Mountain. I feel like I've grown in as a streamer. Not in numbers, just how or what I like to stream. But I also started with only indie, but now I read 50% of the time. I get more viewers when I game, but I get more consistent reading viewers, if that makes sense. Yes, that does make sense. Okay, I am not prepared for this at all. Holy cow. I'm more nervous right now than I was for the gym. While viewership might be down for some, it can be much easier to retain a viewer as a true friend or a true viewer now. Yeah, that makes sense. And I feel like that's kind of what my channel has become, is that it's pretty rare for me to get new viewers now. Pretty much anything I stream, no matter what time of day or what game or whatever, pretty much the only people ever in my chat are you guys, like the core, you know, the core community, which is fine. But I'm definitely not attracting a lot of new people lately. You might have like 50 viewers, but only like 5 of them actually want to be there for you. Yeah. Stealth Rock. No, we're not going to do Stealth Rock. Alright, where are we going now? Semi-Sage. Yeah, we'll switch. Nancy Drew viewers seem to generally fall into that category. I saw it with like Coco too. Her stream was super lively when she Nancy Drew, but as soon as she did something else, it was like 3 people. Yeah, that's a good point. Seed Bomb. Owie. I'll take 5 viewers chatting it up with me over 50 people being silent. Yeah, that's a good point. I would prefer that as well. It's just so interesting to see how Twitch has changed over the decade that I've been streaming. It's like, it's a completely different ballgame now than it was in, yeah, like 2018 to 2021, I think was kind of like peak in regards to just like floods of people. Now I feel like you have more streamers than viewers, where you used to have more viewers than streamers. Alright, we gotta switch for Pig Knight, but I am worried because Jello has a little bit of HP loss. Oh, that could be painful. Okay, we're alright. Yeah! Go Jello! Oh, hello, Kazuichi. It's funny that your perspective is actually probably going to be great, so give me just 1 second and I will read that. Hey, Pard, what do I want to do here? Bug is strong against ground, right? Or, I mean, against dark. Alright. Nuzlocks aren't super popular in Pokemon community either. It's pretty much just shiny hunting or nothing. I have only recently been watching streams as I more use YouTube, but even then I think everything has become very saturated, even on YouTube. Like you say, lots of channels and streamers. Yeah, it's a good perspective. It's hard, I think, to just kind of like find a way to be like seen by new people. So I'm definitely not trying to like focus on getting a bunch of like new people. Obviously I welcome new people. But I'm not trying to chase the new person. I'll welcome the new person and try to make them part of the community. But I'm really just trying to, like, keep myself and my community happy, you know? Seems like anymore, you gotta use, like, all forms of social media to try and grow. That's true. I also, like, never post on social media, so I look at it, but I, like, never post on it anymore. Alright, cool. Ooh, I got the citrus berry, too. Pokemon battles are fun, but wait, what did you say? I was slow. Sorry, Sharon. That was a fine Pokemon battle. I'm happy to see you're both growing as trainers. Sup, Alder? 1000% agree. We don't want to hear Charon anyway. If it isn't the champion, Alder. I'm so weak. I lost. And honestly, it bothers me that you call it a fine battle despite that. Oh, honestly, Charon, just accept the compliment without the stinging remark. I've asked you this before, but what do you plan to do after becoming strong? Welcome back, Blue. Hey, thanks. What you looking at? Something outside. Uh-oh, dropped a toy. Hang on, I get it for you. There we go. There you go. Twitch does basically nothing to promote streams that are small. Who gets the front page? People who already have 500k followers. Reminds me, I should post something today. It's a big day. What's today? If I get strong and become a champion, that will be the reason for my existence. I want to prove that I'm really living. You remind me of Marshall. Of course, having something you want to become is important, but what's even more important is what you do with your newfound power. Matt giving you a ring? Is it? Anyway, take this. Here, you too. A surf! I got an HM03 surf. Sweet. I don't have a water type, I just realized. Uh-oh! If you use the move Surf, you can travel over water. I shall see you again, young trainers. Maybe now's the time to produce a new entertainment service. I don't know if I have the smarts for that. Today has been 10 years since Matt and I started dating. Happy 10-year anniversary! Don't forget about the needs of your Pokemon at your sides. So what am I- how am I gonna give Surf to anybody if I don't have a water type? I want to become a strong trainer so everyone will acknowledge that power. V, next time I will win. I hope you don't. I need to go heal. Blowing my nose again. The snot is like so far up into my nose that I can't blow it out, but it's like there, and it's so annoying. Alright, gonna go heal. And then we'll go into Twist Mountain. Whoops. I recreated how we met as his present. Aww! That's cute. How did you meet, by the way? Just curious.
Hello. Hello. What are you looking at me for? You wagging your tail? Are you happy? Are you a happy girl? Do you want a hug? Would you like a hug? Come here. Come here, come get a hug. Come on. Do you want a hug? Come here. Hug? No, don't want a hug. Come on. Right here. No, she don't want a hug. She doesn't want a hug.
My bestie Sam invited me to their weekly music trivia night at TGI Fridays. Matt had a girlfriend at the time. Ooh! Probably at a WNBA game. What are you trying to tell me about, Blue? And then you punched his girlfriend in the face and stole her mans, right? I'm just kidding. Conquering a mountain means conquering your fears. Can you win against Pokemon that have conquered many mountains? We saw each other and it was like, BAM! Yeah. And he was like, he turned to his girlfriend and was like, we're done! Lunch break hype. Hi, HS. Dr. Terror, House of Buttercats. I want to hear Matt's side of the story. That would be funny. Thank you for the shout-outs. Leaf Blade. The BAM in this case being the former girlfriend being pushed out of the booth so Crowley could sit next to him. I believe it.
Oh, you do want a hug? You do want a hug? Come on, come get a hug. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, boo. Come on. Come here. Come on. Oh, a hug. Say hi, people. Hi, people on the internet.
Not time for you know what yet. You have to wait. Yeah, usually it is the voice I give her.
You just trying to cry at me?
How all dog owners give them different voices, because we do the same, man, yeah. How many gyms we got left? We have 2. We beat Skyla today. But then we have to do the Elite Four and Champion, which will be a hard time. Here we are. Twist Mountain. Okay.
I'm sad. I'm sad, girl. She's so sad.
Right there. Good girl. Yeah, I didn't take any damage in the 6th gym. It was the best gym we've had so far. Oh, V. What a surprise, seeing you here when I was inspecting Twist Mountain. The 2 of you seem a bit more rugged than the last time I saw you. A little bit, anyway. Is that so? By the by, you folks seen that Team Plasma crowd lately? After all the trouble, we gym leaders met up and had a chat. But we got no clue where they are. It's like they're hiding under a rock. Well, not much to do but wait for them to move. Anyhow, this is none of your concern. Squirts like the 2 of you should just enjoy traveling with your Pokemon. Twist Mountain's a fine place to explore. You have some fun if you just leave this here path. Well, better you just see it yourself, instead of listening to me yammer. Be seeing you, Sprouts. Feel free to train yourselves on my mountain for as long as you like. Alright, we're gonna get an encounter here. I thought he was gonna get us involved in all that bother again, so I was bracing myself before I knew it. I'm going in first, but I'll be seeing you. Alright, enjoy work. Be safe. What's our encounter? Jerky's big bro. Jerky's big bro. This mountain sure's a mountain, all right. Boy, howdy. Well, okay, that didn't work. I'm scared about killing him again, because I've been failing so many encounters. As far as I'm concerned, if you don't want a girder, you can call dupes and find a new mon. Yeah, it's fine. I'm fine with him. Yeah, there we go. Alright, everybody, what are we naming Girder? Remember, the nickname theme is food. They strengthen their bodies by carrying steel beams. They show off their big muscles to their friends. Ribeye. Gerber. Gerber's a brand, right? Not like an actual food product. I do like ribeye. Ribeye and sirloin. The buddies. The dark and fighting buddies. I like ribeye, actually. That's funny. Ribeye! He's going to the box. Baby food. Yeah. Alright. Let me look at these Twist Mountain maps real quick. Oh my word, this place is large. Okay. Gosh, okay. So, Twist Mountain is completely different when it's winter outside, or winter in the game. The only other option was beefcakes. That's funny. Alright, so A, B, B, C. Gosh, yeah. This is gonna take us a while. I'm gonna have to get a surf user, even if it's not usable for our, I would have slapped a diaper on Gerber if Gerber won. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a surf user just to continue in the game, even if I can't use it for, like, battles and stuff. Dang. Oh, I saved 2 minutes ago. Okay. And when are the appearance? Okay, yeah. It's a good thing I'm not trying to get like a Steelix or a Sizor because you can only get a metal coat when it's wintertime in here. I'm gonna keep these maps open. When I'm surrounded by rocks, my spirit goes up. Trying to get everybody here leveled up, but woo, it's a bat. It's true. It's spooky.
With his little heart nose.
I actually really like Woobat and Swoobat. I think they're cute. More damage than I wanted to take. Kale wants to learn Coil. No. HS's birth month. When's Disney getting back to Kingdom Hearts? True. 8-year-old decode K. Yes, we'll switch for Boldor. He's off the hook till I get back on the 12th. Oh, are you on vacay? One day I want to play Kingdom Hearts as well on stream, because I've never played them. I've watched them, but I've never played them. I need to land this. Good. Going on vacay on Friday. Woo! I hope it's super fun. Switching for Girder. Switch 2 version is coming. Ooh, that's good to know. Like the collection, because I want to play like the trilogy or whatever. Cool. Hello, Puffy. How is your day going? I do have Sarah's PS4, but I was having trouble with the PS4 reading any discs recently. Because when I was gonna play Red Dead Redemption 2, I was gonna do it off of Sarah's PS4, because I still have that. However, yay, Kale's evolving. However, I could not get it to read the disc, which is why I ended up having to play it on Holland's PS5. Yeah. So it's possible I could get it repaired, but I don't know how much that would cost, and it hasn't been a high priority for me to do. Kale is beautiful! I don't have as many potions as I thought I did. Oh, okay. Bye, Puffy. Being with Pokemon's natural. Having a Pokemon battle is natural. Why don't we test whether that's true? Bad matchup. I love the Vanillish line. Oh, that didn't do very much, did it? Is Flame Charge? Physical. So maybe I'll try Discharge just to see what we do here. Crazy how little Flame Charge did. Baby gets around, yeah. Oh, so close. This is the same thing that happened with the last Gothorita. They switched to a Blu-ray player for the boys' discs and I just have to use it now too. That's crazy. Kids are smart though. Got him. Ooh yeah, Leaf Blade. We're getting Razor Leaf. We're happy to be with our Pokemon. That's why we have battles. Just saw this. Sony has announced plans to end production of physical discs for new games starting in January 2028. I hate that. I hate that. I think when you get rid of physical media, then it's so consumer unfriendly. Because then they could just randomly decide that you don't get access to the digital version for whatever reason, and retro video game stores will be a thing of the past because people won't be able to resell anything. So yeah, I hate that. Insanity. I want to know how the fighting Pokemon feel. That's why I fight too. That's me, a battle girl. Why wouldn't they start with the model of what Nintendo does and make some digital games cheaper than physical ones? At least then you'd have both. And I'm okay with offering both. Don't get me wrong. But, like, I hate the idea that, like, we will just never give you the option of having a physical game that you can resell, lend to your friend. Like, I don't know, it just, every year I feel like we step farther and farther away from the golden years of like the late 90s and early 2000s, and I know I'm nostalgic for that time because it was just like the time I grew up in, but I'm so sick of like stepping away from the idea that like if you finish a game that you can like be, you know, your neighbor friend or whatever, you could be like, oh my gosh, here, I'm gonna let you borrow this copy of Kingdom Hearts for the PS2, and you really should play it and tell me what you think about it. And for your friend be like, yeah, okay. Like, it's just so freaking greedy that like Sony just can't stand the idea that anybody might share a copy of a game. Like, it's just so upsetting. And also, this might be a bad fight, but I'm gonna do my best. I feel like I'm under-leveled now. Their annual titles will be delisted as soon as the new ones come out. Gosh. is. Pardon me. Man, I shouldn't have even answered the door. It was like a lady in a vest, and I was like, what's going on? Like, and she had what looked like to me like a government official badge. It wasn't. It was an AT&T salesperson, and she was like, oh, we're in here, we're doing fiber optics in the area, and just, you should upgrade, and we have specials. And I was like, crap. So, I shouldn't have even answered. Then Sony will be like, buy this special disc reader for $250 to play physical games on your digital-only console. Yeah. That's terrible. My entire workspace just exploded. Are you okay? What do you mean? Meanwhile, this throw has been staring at KFC for however long that took. Oh, then V punched her and went back to her lock. No, I didn't punch anybody. I was just kind of like, okay, okay. Crap. Stop with the bulk up. I really need to kill him. Die! Thank you. That could have gone so south. I was playing with fire right there. That's me, a battle girl. When you train every day, your body moves as you like. It feels really good. I will save. Thank you, VBudBot. probably gonna go about 10 or 15 more minutes and then call it. At work, we do our best. That is my and my Pokemon's way of life. Man, freaking sturdy. Unnecessary crit. Excadrill. I don't think I have a really good answer to Excadrill. How heavy is Excadrill? Let's see what Bulbapedia says. £89. That's kind of heavy. Grass knot? Oh, that didn't do a lot. Leaf blade? All right. Is there anything that will heal me? Yeah, but not for a while. Man, I don't want to blast through all of my... I should have stocked up, is what I should have done. Sony really just trying to kill physical media at the same time they're getting backlash for deleting digital movies on people's account. Exactly. That's what I mean. Is that like the more we accept, oh okay, well we'll just do digital only, then the more that companies can be like, well, we just give you permission to use the digital thing. We can just revoke access anytime we want. And like, I just freaking hate it. I just hate it. I hate it so much. Stardust! I have too much of that in Pokopia. Oh. The number 2 trainer on Twist Mountain is me. Yeah, right after me, buddy. Take that. Got him. Yeah, I'm starting to get really hungry and I haven't eaten lunch, so I think I need to wrap up soon and go do that. Let's switch over to Gumdrop. I would get it if it were a small indie studio, but Sony just being greedy AF. Yeah, you're right. Let me see what our next significant battle is and what those levels are. So that would be Bryson, and his top level is 39. From now on, you're the number 2 trainer on Twist Mountain. No way, buddy. I'm number 1. The number 1 is Clay. Oh, okay. Well, I beat Clay, so... Oh, somebody is asking me if they can call me. I think I should wrap this up and see if this person is okay, because it's not somebody who normally wants to talk to me on the phone. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm sorry for the very abrupt ending. But I appreciate everybody being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week. I will hopefully catch you again soon. Take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.